the best free shit that you could ever ask for is nasty shit. It's porn, it's fucking dildos, condoms. I don't know what they're going to put in your mystery surprise, but you could find out by going to adamandeve.com. You know that they've been our sponsor for a long fucking time. I've ordered some shit off of there. So is Mandy. And they're giving us a code for our listeners, WD50 at checkout. You're going to get 10 free tantalizing gifts. They put that word in, not me. I'm going to call it 10 free whole gifts. And hopefully we still get paid. A sexy item for him, for her, and a third item you'll both enjoy. Plus free shipping. My favorite things I've got on there was some hemp CBD oil, like a lavender smell, and anal booty training kit. It's like dilators.
I got that too.
That shit's lit. And I get the fishnet body stocking, like lingerie, and basically it's like $10, and then you just like can have him rip it open, him or her, whatever, and just be a slut with it on adamandeve.com. Okay.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Whoreible Decisions. This your girl, Mandy B, a.k.a. Pat the Stallion, a.k.a. Full Court Pumps, a.k.a. That Bitch.
Hi, I'm hungover.
That's your name?
Today? Bro, I honestly didn't even know my own name like 2 hours ago. I was so fucked up today.
That's called being rookie.
You know?
But and then I'm looking at the flight and I'm like, oh, wow, we taking a long time taxiing. Well, I could just send her the flight number and technically it ain't gonna be my fault if I missed the episode.
Oh, nah, bro.
That's how fucked up I was.
Bro, you was gonna get on his whole.
But I have come to this studio, like, I was super sick when we did our episode with Pastor Corey. I mean, snot everywhere. It was disgusting.
Yeah, that was bad.
And I mean, like, right now, like, I see two of you. You know what I'm saying?
That wouldn't be a bad thing, actually.
Have you been tested for corona?
Corona's respiratory.
I hear you. I just want to have you been tested?
No.
So y'all hear a third voice on the mic. We haven't had. I noticed. I was looking at the episode. We haven't had testosterone on the goddamn Whoreible Decisions podcast in quite some time. So when booking today's guest, I was like, we need a goddamn penis in the room.
Do we?
I mean, yeah. No, we got a lot of male listeners.
Male perspectives are important.
I mean, sometimes.
All right. I forgot they be paying up on Patreon. My bad.
Hey, y'all not about to jump me.
No, we're not. So the thing is, many of our hetero cis men who have been guests really aren't that liked. So we hope that our female audience
that's not true.
Bro, they be kind of problematic in here. I could go down the list of niggas they ain't like.
But I feel like that's why we bring them in.
Oh, they probably gonna kill me.
Oh, nah. You say big words, they gonna like you.
I know you did our show, but I wasn't here that time. What did you guys talk about?
No, he hasn't done our show.
No, I haven't done it. It's my first time.
This is his first time on our show.
Did it get canceled?
Yeah, because you canceled it now.
No. I canceled it because I ended up getting flued out.
She was.
Anyways,
you
guys,
canceled on me for the host.
I know. I don't do it for the and a check.
Well, I mean, technically you have to because it's Whoreible Decisions.
You know,
honestly,
smart business.
If you have to make it, like, I don't think it's a bad reason to cancel.
I don't think so.
You're like, look, I'm gonna have a great fucking story.
I was only tight because I'm big on communication. That's my only thing.
I mean, I communicated to you like 3 days before, though.
Mandy hit me and said, yo, we want you to come on and do the show. I said, splendid. I would love to come do the show. She said, all right, cool. She books it. Cancels.
It was booked.
No problem. Maybe a month later. Yo, sorry about that.
Yeah, this is third time.
Sorry about that. I got you. All right, cool. Let's figure it out.
And then that second time, I had a whole trip.
Whole trip. Yo, you got... She but I respect it. She said, yo, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I know I got you on the show, but
I gotta get some dick.
So I'm like,
and it was an international trip.
Yeah, it was an international trip. I wasn't
gonna. For the sanctity of this show, when Mandy has sex, it really truly goes better.
Well,
there's days I walk in, I'm like, what's up with her?
Well, I think everyone does better under those circumstances, so that's why I didn't knock her.
Well, I'm not right now.
I know we've done an awful job introducing today's guest. We've just been talking, so I do want to introduce him. Mm-hmm. If you guys are into listening or searching for another podcast, Brandon is the host. Well, he is 1/3, correct?
One third of
the podcast,
you gotta split that check 3 ways.
Pod.
Yeah.
I also, for the ladies, this is what y'all need to know. I went to the Grassroots Podcast live show. It was the best looking set of men in a New York event that I have ever fucking been to in my motherfucking life. I ain't even gonna hold you. There was former NFL players in there that I used to follow and scout. I ain't gonna say the name, but I'll let you know after the show. Ooh. It was like niggas dressed in they little like frocks or whatever you call it with the motherfucking scarves.
And they're frocks?
Frocks.
Yeah,
like the little...
frocks, fox.
Yeah, whatever.
Combine those.
Yeah, it was just mad
Why is
swaggy
everybody so
niggas,
good looking
bro.
there?
They was so good. I don't know. He got some good looking friends.
Not for nothing. We just had a good crowd. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
it was
a great crowd. Like a lot of people showed up. You know what I mean? We sold out in less than 24 hours.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we have another event which is gonna be way better Saturday.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be here.
What's Grassroots about?
Grassroots is about everything. It's about your upbringing. It's about what makes you, what puts you even in the seat right now. Like, it's about where your path led you and where it's going, with sprinkles of like other little components. So
oh my God, I get it. Like,
yeah.
Grassroots.
Yeah,
you get it?
you see?
See?
But you guys spelled it like, ooh.
Got him. You see?
The route that it takes. No, but
I'll tell y'all a secret about that. You want to hear a secret?
Yeah.
The secret with that was that because Roots was taken, ROT, we went routes, which made more sense from marketing perspective.
Oh, it was actually better.
Yeah.
Okay, because horrible,
know.
with an H wouldn't have worked.
That's why I brought it up, because when I met you, I said, yo, that's a hard name.
Yeah,
That's
he
hard.
really liked the name.
I said, that's hard.
But yeah, so, and I was on his show, oh my God, maybe 2 years ago now, right?
Yeah,
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like you guys sprinkle in pop culture. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about sex, dating, and relationship, but as it pertains to things that have been going on the timeline and with pop culture. We often don't get to do a lot of episodes like on trend because we pre-record. But y'all, this is episode 157. We on time, baby. We talking about shit currently, baby.
I know that's right.
Anyways, because you don't talk about sex often, we wanted to start this off with a little quick icebreaker.
Okay.
Weezy, I want your answers on these as well because they're pretty
Well,
wild.
depending on what she did, because she's incoherent right now coming out the plane, so we got to make sure.
I want you guys to know it's not. This is a job where you can come to work kind of fucked up.
Inebriated.
Right, she know-
All right.
I did
I feel
shrooms
you.
on our last Patreon episode.
That's probably fire.
Shorty walked in. She was like, "Yeah, I brought it." I was like, "Hey."
HR is not gonna say nothing.
I fucking left the studio, right? And I was flying. I was like, these buildings are crazy tall. I was freaking out. But I mean, it was good. So right now, it's just, I still have it in my system, but you know.
I've seen people bug out on that shit. It's the funniest thing ever.
What? Oh,
On shroom?
yeah.
Crazy.
I'm kind of nervous because we have in Charlotte. I don't really have anybody that I'm really gonna like be on. But Orlando, we got like an after party. Like I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
And fucking Vinny's been already like, I think we're gonna go out in Charlotte. I don't know if you want to join us, but we are getting fucked.
I got a
fucked
flight
up.
in the morning to Miami.
We are getting fucked up.
So
okay.
my best friend does our tour. It's like is an assistant on our tour, and there's
me and
been
him
so
be
many
drinking.
nights because I don't really go out during the shows or whatever. It's like a lot of energy for me. He'll look at me and he's like, "I'm just gonna go hang out with Mandy."
Literally, I have on my rider, I have a bottle, and literally he'd be like, "You ready to do shots?" I'm like, "Let's go, let's do it."
Nigga be selling merch in between fucking
In
shots.
between shots,
That's
it's funny.
called multitasking.
You know, and he does the job right. So we're gonna get into the icebreaker. So this one, and again, guys, bring these to not only the timeline, asking your followers, but also bring it to your group chats. And I want to know what your friends, how big of hoes they are. So the icebreaker for this week: would you rather have group sex with strangers or group sex with all of your exes?
Oh, my exes.
Shit.
Yeah.
They're hot as fuck. Like,
Yeah. See,
I could think of 3 I'd want to like train me right now.
I'm 50-50
Okay.
because my exes are exes for a reason.
Mm.
But
So they didn't
but
end
I
well?
don't. Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to fuck them again?
No. Yeah, no.
So strangers.
Are they
Yeah,
hot
no.
strangers?
But then,
Nah,
but then my other thing is I'm weird with strangers though too.
at least your
Cause, like,
exes may know how to make you come though.
That's the, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I gotta really think about it. I may go exes just because that would be the easier
Imagine
thing.
if 2 of them are in the dick and they be like, you know, he like that little shit we be doing. And they be like teaming up with the fucking
Nah.
with the move.
It would have to be exes.
It would have to be
Only
exes?
just because I feel like meeting people is a lot of energy and
Right.
and
Here you go
there's
with
a
the
whole
energy talk.
there's
Here
a
you
whole
go.
lot of stuff with that. There's a whole lot of
Okay.
stuff with that.
So you
Come
never
on,
been,
y'all don't believe in
never
energy.
been to like a sex club or anything
No.
to where you've had one night stands with
No.
any type of strangers?
Nope.
Well, shit. Okay.
There's a way that I conduct myself. I've been noticing with strangers, like women that I'm sleeping with. Like yesterday, my boyfriend and I slept with this girl, and when she left, the sex we had was totally different.
After she left?
Right, and it's always like this. Anytime we have sex with someone else, like it's got to be like within 20 minutes and they leave. I don't know if we're fucking because we're still thinking about it or if it's the aroma or what, but it's like we start doing shit we want to do. And like during a threesome, it's more like about her. I don't know.
That's interesting. So you guys in your home are people pleasers to the person that you're welcoming in, but the moment they leave, it's about y'all.
Right. And then we'll start talking about her.
Oh, Lord.
No, in a good way.
Oh, that sounds like
yeah.
So
like,
when she leaves, the energy is still good though. Like it's
right,
fine.
but there's a different like dynamic that goes on with strangers, and I think it's because as givers, we're probably most like, okay, let's do what she likes. We fucking make each other come all the time.
Got you.
And I feel like with strangers, I'll be putting in more work.
See, it's so with me when I do threesomes, the sex with the man is normally different because there's things that maybe I'm allowed to do between us that maybe when a third girl joins in, he like, all right, don't be eating a finger in my ass while she in the bed with us. 'Cause like maybe there's things that he doesn't want everyone to know that I do with him in front of someone else. I know I've been in that before, like to where like certain things were saved until I was by myself instead of in the threesome.
I know guys like that though that don't give a fuck. Like they don't care.
That would be lit.
Like Nas, my man Nas on my show is like in a previous life. He's married now, but
He's
in
nasty
a
Nas.
yes,
I want to know how nasty he is. He should have came with you.
Nas is crazy.
Okay.
Nas is crazy.
What do you look like?
Don't you got a man?
I'm an ethical non-monogamous.
So she's allowed to like.
Oh, so you have carte blanche.
I mean,
what is carte
yes
blanche?
and no, because
Carte blanche just means you have free reign to do what you want.
Because there's some boundaries to it. Like to be honest with you, the last person I dated that was like this, it was more of like, okay, like this is someone you see on the regular. Like my nigga would rather me just like have a moment, not it be like
Not to be someone you're emotionally tied to.
Yes, because he knows I'm emotional as fuck.
That makes sense.
So I'm like, why would you rather that? Wouldn't you rather me have someone that's like, like my regular dude if I like have to travel to LA or whatever?
No, because then that puts him in jeopardy of being the dude that's now just the guy that's on the side.
But I don't know why he would ever feel like that. Like,
because
Nah, I'm that way too. So I didn't know we were alike. So I've met her dude, and I think he's completely opposite of like anyone that I'm like. I didn't know we were a lot of like in that sense. Because to me, I've said that if I were to have an open relationship, I want you to just hit it, quit it, and no emotional ties to any bitch that you're fucking. So I'm like him. I would rather you not be emotionally connected to who you're having sex with.
But that's hard for a bitch like me because I'm just like, I want to like him. You know what I'm saying? But
I want to like him. That's hilarious.
But when I went on vacation, nigga was like throwing me the condoms, like, go, bitch, go have a good time. Because what the fuck you gonna do? Like,
that's dope.
And then, of course, it can't happen because I'm like, I don't have enough time to connect.
I'm dead. I'm so dead.
I feel that though. That's why I haven't done like one night stands
We do
and
have
shit.
one rule though, which I didn't really know until this weekend. We were just talking more about it openly. No local people, and
that makes sense.
That would make a lot of sense.
That would make sense.
I get it too. He's like, we move too much together. We're out. Everybody knows me from you, and you from me. And he was like, that's just too much.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That makes sense.
The second icebreaker is: would you rather have a partner who asks for sex a lot or one who asks for nudes a lot?
Sex.
Damn, me too. Because
Yeah.
I'm really creative in fucking nudes, bro.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it takes a lot of time. And then even if I send like archived ones, niggas like if I just have pictures of my titties and they want the ass, then they want it spread open, then they want the lips, then they want it from the back.
Now Apple
like niggas be
selling
asking,
the motherfucker out with the whole camera and screenshots part. You know
what do you mean?
Now, when you send a photo, you know how you can crop it or archive it so you can change the date? These motherfuckers got screenshot and photo separated in iMessage, which really fucked up my
No
game.
way.
Yes. So you know how I send news now? If it's like a true request, I just be like this. Just here. It's fresh. That's fresh titty.
I ain't even gonna tell you. I let them know it's gonna be archived. I say it's from the archive, nigga. I'm out. You're not getting anything up to date.
I've done that. I've been like, let me see what I got.
Yeah, like it's gonna be archived.
Because honestly, like my hair changes too much.
Girl, my nails, they be calling me out. I be like, yes, right now. I be sending white nails and pink nails. They be like, so you just switched your nails between pictures, bitch?
Saw you on live, ho.
That's why sex is so much easier. Pictures take way. There's too many things that you have to do to send a picture.
I take 100 of my pussy. The same pussy. And I only pick one.
But women do that though. Women take an abundance of pictures.
So niggas don't?
No.
Fuck out of here.
No.
Y'all got the ones with the feet on the bottom, the one on your hand, on the sink.
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
I believe that.
Because think about it. Would you ask a guy to send you an ass picture?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have one actually in my
That's
phone.
weird.
I
That's
made a
weird.
video-
That's weird. Think about it.
Not like spread.
That's weird. Listen, so I'm a visual person, right? Can you imagine a nigga standing in there like this?
Can I?
That's wild to me. Like, that's
asking you.
Can I tell
crazy.
you? So how I got it sent? So he was on his way to work. It was like
Hold on. Did he send it in work clothes?
Well, he pulled his pants
Is
down.
that a UPS?
Is that a Burger
no.
King ass?
No, actually. Now you know I ain't talking to no
I'm
nigga that work at Burger
Are you
King,
in the
nigga.
locker room?
It's Chipotle.
Don't do this. No, he has a real job.
Okay.
He lives on the West Coast, and so I was already up and going, and he hit me on his way to work, wanting to talk nasty, and I was like, damn, I really miss when you used to send me videos of your ass. So literally, he gets to the parking garage of his job. He sets up the phone in his
This nigga's
passenger seat. He
Yo.
bends over in the. Do y'all want to see it?
No,
Yeah, you wanna see it?
I'll pass.
Okay, you
I'm
ain't
good.
gotta see it. I
gotta see that.
You can go
No,
ahead and
you
enjoy.
gotta see
I'm
it.
good.
It's pretty fucking lit.
I've been getting more
I'm-
into cinema, so I appreciate angles. I have.
That
Oh, wait, hold
visually,
on.
that doesn't
Look.
make sense to y'all. That's not odd to y'all.
Look, he
Get
bent
the
over,
fuck
bitch,
outta
and
here.
fingered his booty hole for
Oh,
me,
that's
bitch,
crazy.
in the
Yeah.
driver's
His
seat,
hand.
bro. Look at, and he moaning, but y'all can't hear him because I got my AirPods in.
Why do you have your AirPods
My
in?
bad, because I be forgetting them hoes in there.
Thank God you had your AirPods because if I'd have heard this
Well,
nigga
wait,
moaning,
okay,
I'd have
I'll
probably
let you-
left.
I'll let y'all wanna listen?
No, I'm
No,
cool.
no,
I'll
the
pass.
audience does.
I'll
The
pass.
audience
I'll
need
pass.
to
Stick your
listen.
fingers in your ears like he did his
Oh,
ass.
man.
That'll be
So
fun.
he pretty much. Oh wait, it's still. Is it?
Your
There
feet.
we go.
He ain't get it deep enough yet.
Yo, this is nuts.
What
man.
he does?
Oh my God, this is disgusting.
See. Oh.
All right, we got
What?
it.
I'm
We cool.
sorry, but it was really good.
We cool. I
And
think
he
we
was
got
fingering. So he was fingering his booty hole with his middle finger.
Okay.
In the driver's seat of his car.
Thanks for
I
sharing.
get the best videos from my hoes. I love it.
Imagine your Uber driver did that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Uber drivers be weird though in general.
Yeah, they
I've
do.
met some really weird Uber drivers with that where I was concerned for my safety.
I've met the most
too.
chatty ones, but
I
also
don't be liking them niggas talking. Like, nigga, I'm talking on the phone, not to you.
I thought they had a silent ride option. They were
They
coming
do.
up with.
They do have
Oh, I
it,
need
and,
to
and
put-
they
I
don't
need to
respect
put
it.
that- I need to put that
like
shit.
there is a you can easily say, hey, do you want conversation or not conversation, and they still will conversate with you. Or converse with you rather. Yeah, no, that shit is not the
Well,
move.
damn,
Glad you
I need to
corrected
hit this
yourself.
nigga up
Oh, yeah.
because I miss him fingering that booty hole.
You're still there.
You
You're
know,
still,
my bad.
do
my
you
bad.
need a moment?
My
Like,
bad, my bad.
are
The
you
moment
good?
gone, the moment gone,
you sure?
man. Moment
You
gone.
sure?
Pussy stop throbbing.
He probably
I'm
gonna listen
back
to
with
this shit
y'all.
like, I know she didn't talk about my booty hole on the
I
You gotta know.
But he gotta know, right?
I
Bro,
say
if
the
you're
name.
fucking a sex podcaster
Yeah.
who literally is known for
But
pegging
this is the
niggas,
nigga I
Yeah,
pegged.
yeah.
huh?
This is the nigga I pegged when we fucked 10 times.
I'm assuming that's the hairbrush nigga.
No, it's not the hairbrush nigga. This is the nigga I pegged.
Yo, I'm so curious about y'all and just your dating stuff. Like,
you
it's
can
not
ask us
diff-
questions later.
Yeah,
This ain't
I'm
our
gonna ask y'all
interview,
later.
nigga.
It's just yeah.
We're gonna be like, man,
brought-
we're tired of these
we brought
bitches.
you on the goddamn
Literally,
show.
one of the comments today, just to let you know, will be, damn, they couldn't just shut the fuck up and let this nigga talk.
Probably.
No, they
We don't
are.
give a fuck about his booty hole, bitch. We do.
We
and
do,
We
and some people
decide
do.
the hoe tent.
So the
That's
last,
my new content
the last
word.
icebreaker before we get into the vanilla shit is: would you rather find out that your partner slept with your parent in the past, or that your ex now sleeps with your parent?
X.
Ex
I would-
currently sleeps with your
If I
parent.
got a new nigga, but if I'm like single
I
and
was
pissed,
about to say it depends where I'm at in life because if I'm single and you now fucking with my mom's or my pop, like that's some other shit. Like that's crazy.
Okay.
But if we're separated and I'm already in love someplace else, we rock out, whatever. Like
Yeah.
I won't care at that point. Like for me,
would you get mad at your mom or dad for sleeping with your ex? I gotta say mom or dad because you date both.
yeah,
so
that's the only reason why I said.
would you
Absolutely.
would you be upset?
yeah, I think family's a weird boundary.
That's-
I'll be
that's-
honest, the older I get, friends to me, I think it's not a big deal. Like a friend sleeping with an ex, like I just feel like,
With the ex, you're saying?
and I think that I've gotten that way because I have a lot of gay friends, and that community is so small with lesbians and gay men that it's like a certain maturity level on learning your boundaries, communicating with dating old partners and shit like that. And I'm like, I get it. You're already in a small space. So like with friends, like passing a nigga around, I think that's different. But I think family is like a definitely no.
I think family is messy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that could go bad.
But even to like my friend, like people, I compartmentalize my relationships the same way, whether I'm dating as I do with my friends. So the people who I consider my friends, a lot of them have been in my life at least a decade plus, 8 years plus. And so there are certain niggas who are off limits, and we discuss which ones of those
But
are
I
off
think
limits.
that's different though.
Like, to me,
'Cause
I
I'm
consider
not-
friends family.
I'm not thinking
That's
serious.
me.
I consider friends family.
That's
I'm
me.
thinking like,
That's
That's
me.
you too, right?
Yeah, that's me. I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like,
but like an ex, someone that there was emotions with. Like,
yeah,
nah, bro.
But everyone
Well, I'm
knows,
not
like
really
your
thinking
your
that.
crew or y'all know who you were passionate about, or
Right,
the
right.
guy you just talking about, you just fucking with in LA or whatever,
Like,
right?
I've definitely passed niggas to my homegirls.
Me too.
That you've been like seriously intimate with.
No,
But that
Beard Bay, one. But I just thought they were both hot. I kind of wanted to see them fuck.
that's different though. That was for your pleasure. I'm saying just.
I wasn't there.
Oh,
I wanted to
so you
hear,
just passed
like,
off. John
I'm nasty.
Stockton. All right.
You know?
Okay.
I was with him at the time too.
Oh, you were with him at the time, so this wasn't an ex. This was you were in the current relationship.
I was in it. There was a homegirl that was in the same city as him.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, like, you should link with so and so. And it was like a whole back and forth texting thing about how it was going. It was kind of hot. It was like I was jealous and turned on at the same time. But I love that shit. Like, I love being mildly jealous during shit like that. It's so fucking, it's sick.
You are sick.
That is kind of
Because I ain't
sick.
doing
Last
shit to be
night-
purposely
Yeah,
jealous.
like,
the fuck?
I've never heard. That's like
It's like cuckolding, right? You're feeling like you want to get in there. You might have a mild jealousy, but it could be like, it doesn't have to be like this huge. I'm not like overwhelmingly jealous, like she's gonna take my nigga. But like last night, I didn't have sex with my man while he was fucking the chick. Like, he was fucking the shit out of her, and I was fucking living it. And like, I wanted to get some dick, but I was like staying and watching.
you wanted to watch more.
Yeah. Like, I was a little jealous, but it was like a hot jealous. Does that make sense?
No.
No, that does. I'm being
You
honest.
know what I mean?
That
I don't
doesn't
know.
make any
If
sense
there's
to me.
any therapists, let me know what's going on with me,
Yeah,
because
I
I
want
don't
to
fucking
refer
know.
you. That's
Now I'm going to refer you.
Like, I was watching her suck his dick, and like she was super loud, and I was just
how
like,
long y'all been together?
I've known him for a year, but we
Okay.
just got serious. I'd say like 6 months.
Wow, you guys are breaking some boundaries. No point.
Facts.
We're both
But-
hoes, so
Oh, well,
Hoe love.
yeah, that makes
I
sense.
mean, I really believe that's why it's worked so well. Like, I was just fucking him, and then we just started falling in love. But like at the core of it, I know that we're hoes. Like, me and this nigga was on the plane. I'm sick as fuck, head in his lap. Flight attendant walks by. She got a fat ass. I'm damn near about to throw up. He's like, I know you ain't feeling good, but did you see that bitch? I was like, yeah, I saw that bitch. And like, I realized like it's because we're hoes. You just can't help it.
or it could be just because it's good communication. That's important.
You think that it's good communication to express to your partner when you're looking at someone else, though?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think that
Absolutely.
that's honesty and openness.
Yeah.
I think some people
absolutely.
can't. Imagine if
Well, the handling it is something different. That
Okay, that's
handling it
different.
is something different. I'm saying you as a person, it's your responsibility to just communicate your feelings and what's happening or what's not happening. So when you do that, at least you kind of take yourself off the hook where the person can't say, yo, you didn't know how I was feeling, you didn't know what I was talking about, and you didn't know I was into. Communication is the key to all of that.
We've been saying that since episode 1.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I
You know
got
what I mean?
I got really upset with him recently because we don't fight, and I got aggravated with something he did, and he was like, all right, well, I just ain't gonna do that no more. I was like, that's not the fuck I want you to say. I want you to say how you're gonna fix it. I'm like, I'm a good communicator, and you just fucking take what I say and be like, okay, I hate that. I want you to talk back and forth with me.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
like
mean?
the dialogue
Which
back and
I
forth.
feel
This
in-
is what
in
I don't
his
understand
defense,
about
He'd
women.
be like,
What,
damn,
what don't you
this
understand
is what
about
I don't
women?
understand.
What don't
So
you
let me
understand?
ask you a question. Let me ask. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. No,
I know,
no.
because I sound like I'm tripping.
You do.
A
You
little.
just said you agreed with me.
You did. Both of y'all are tripping. Both of y'all are tripping. Y'all both. That's how I know y'all crazy. She said, yeah, you do. I agree. Meanwhile, so listen. This is my thing.
I know we be tripping too, bitch. Go ahead, go.
So my only thing is when you're talking about stuff like that, like again, it just goes back to communication. If we're having a dialogue, we have some sort of understanding, it shouldn't matter as long as we're on the same page. If we're not on the same page, of course there's gonna be conflict.
Yeah.
So what do you? Yeah, I guess my question is, you're mad that he doesn't offer
I'm-
solutions. He just makes it seem like he
Yeah.
took what you said and that's it.
Like,
this
he'll
is-
do it. Like,
but this
for-
is so. This is my thing. See, that's you, right?
But I think I consider that dismissive. So I'm going to tell you an example.
Tell me how. This is so interesting
This
to me.
was not the actual thing that happened because I feel like that's too private. But
Yeah.
let's just say this. Let's say I cooked him dinner, and he's like, you know, I really like when you make spinach better. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm not going to cook anymore. That's what he'll do. Don't worry. I ain't going to do it no more. He's that type of, don't worry. I'll never do it again. Just very dismissive. Not like, okay, I can make dinner for you again, but What about blah, blah, blah? There's no resolution. He'll just hear what I'm saying and want to.
So when you say that you don't like things, instead of maybe asking you why you don't like it or how it makes you feel, because you're very emotional with things, you don't like that he says instead, okay, you don't like it, fine, I won't do it again. Like that's what you're saying. You feel dismissive of your feelings.
Or maybe he knows that she's emotional and tries to dead the beef before it gets to a beef because he knows that she is crazy.
And maybe he's not confrontational.
But that's what I'm saying.
So that's probably what it is.
I mean, we really don't fight at all. There's no disagreement. So I guess that
you want the toxic
it's not like
disagreement?
I'm picking it, but like sometimes I feel like there is no disagreement because he'll just sit with it. Like if I'm angry about something.
So I get what you're saying. You think he's more so harboring things versus communicating. Like he'll just dead it and really not be over the situation, but will still just
move on with it.
I mean, and I think that's just the one thing when someone is like just trying to appease you. And he told me, like, because I was very upset about it, and he was like, I can't believe you're fucking flipping out over the tiniest thing. And I was like, I just want you to talk back to me. And he was like, but I'm giving you what you want. And I'm like, but you're not.
That's the thing, though.
I sounded crazy.
That does. If you say, yo, I wanted the spinach, whatever, I don't really like that. And he says, all right, I won't make it no more. Because he knows you don't like it. He's giving you the answer.
Okay, it's more so like if I say, can you put garlic in the spinach next time? You know what? I ain't going to make spinach then.
No, that's different. That's different.
That's what you be doing.
That's a little different. I can see if he's like, nah, I got you. I'll lace it next time or whatever. But if he's just dead, I don't know.
I don't know. I've never really been with somebody that is that easygoing about when I need to like get something off my chest. The last person I dated was a really good communicator, just like overly communicative. And he's more so like
chill.
Yeah, it's almost like too chill. But he old, so maybe that's why.
That's probably why.
That's probably why. He ain't got time for the bullshit. He ain't about to argue over no
if
damn...
I tell him about something that's going on, like some argument I'm in, whatever, he'd just be looking at me and he'd be like, fuck that hoe. Like, you are really arguing with this bitch on Instagram? He'd be like looking at me like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, I want to get into this week's vanilla shit. It comes from New York Times, and I found it interesting because I have vowed to be 100% condom dick for the remainder of the year due to seeing how much lab fees cost with no insurance. So
I'm like, bitch, what you got? That
I didn't get anything.
That sounds like, yo, I'm concerned.
No. Don't be concerned.
What is happening?
I wasn't outraged.
Okay, so let me update.
I'm taken back.
Let me update what happened.
If you got chlamydia, keep it to yourself.
No, bitch,
Word.
no. Bitch, at this point, I wish, because now I feel like I paid $150 for no reason. But anyways, so basically had an irresponsible sexual encounter in the first month of January that led me to take the Plan B pill. Bet. Cool. However, for the last 2 months now, I've had 2 periods a month. So in February, now I've taken Plan B before and it's caused maybe 1 extra period, but the fact that in fucking 2020, I've already had 4 periods and it's fucking the end of February, March, I'm fucking pissed. So I go to look up what periods mean. Shouldn't have fucking Googled, thought I was gonna die. It said, so it's anywhere from thyroids to stress to all types of STDs. So I was like, God damn it.
STDs do cause a regular period.
Yes. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me go get tested. So I went to City MD because it's like, it opens early. It was during the week and it was right between us having to leave again to Texas. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get tested. So I go to City MD. They're like, can you fill out for your insurance or are you paying out of pocket? So I have dental currently and I have prescription insurance, but I don't have full health coverage yet. Hopefully waiting for whatever contract comes to see if we can get insurance through that. If not, whatever. So I'm like, I'm paying out of pocket. It was $200 just for the visit. I said, that don't include nothing? No. Then I go, and the doctor comes out.
Mandy walked right out with that STD. She said, fuck that shit. I'll keep this shit. I don't care.
I'm gonna drink some water.
Yeah, word. I'm gonna put some Robitussin on it. We're gonna get through it.
Fuck you. No, so I literally went. Well, I went in thinking like
soap.
Well, I went in thinking because I'm reading on Google that I'm finna die. So I went in thinking whatever it costs, I'm finna get it. So I made them. So they drew blood. They did the blood drawing and they did urine and tested for everything. So they're like, by the way, it's gonna take 3 to 5 days. Bitch, we was in Texas. I'm nervous. I'm just like, oh fuck, I gotta wait for these results now. So I get the results and clean. Nothing. But now I need to make a reference to a gyno to check.
To see what's going on.
Yeah, because I'm just like, okay, is it
regular.
early menopause? Is it like is it really just stress with all the fucking my grandma?
early?
Well, my grandma had menopause in her 30s, and once you have menopause,
shit.
so that runs in my family, and then my mom has
Now,
thyroid.
bitch, if you were going through menopause, that would explain a lot.
You shut the goddamn fuck up. You shut the goddamn
I'd be
fuck
like,
up.
yes, it is
But
hot here.
anyways, I realized I wasn't gonna sit here and charge niggas $350 for raw sex for the rest of the year. So instead, I'm going to use condoms.
Mandy,
So
you
what-
have to still get tested.
I mean, no, I am, but I'm also using condoms. For what?
You always talk about using condoms.
I do be using condoms. I ain't never had no worries when I was fucking 24/7 for all them years with goddamn condoms. Period. Period came on time.
Times have changed,
I
man.
get
There's
it.
new shit out there.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Coronavirus, all this bullshit. Gotcha.
I don't think you can get
Whatever.
a dick, but I did want to say for New Yorkers, I only know about 2 places that you could go for free. One's in Chelsea. Go to www. Wow, who says
3
W's?
W's. though. It's just 3 W's.
I wouldn't have read it,
We've
but
only
there's
had
a-
3 W's since
But
we've
there's
been
a
alive.
one. There's a
Who still
one in
even
front
says
of
the
it.
It's only
W's?
the
You're
World
supposed to
Wide
just say.
Web.
But it says www.one.nyc.gov.
Oh, that's
Okay, so
different.
And so
different.
it's sexual health clinics that are free. Basically, you go. I ain't gonna front. I made too much, but I even told on myself because I could have lied. They ain't even checked.
Bitch, I ain't even gonna hold
I just
you.
thought
All
what I
my
was
friends-
saying was under what it would
all
be.
my friends right now, they got their own businesses. I ain't even gonna shout their names out or nothing like that. All these hoes on Medicaid. I said, bitch, do you know? But they file their business returns and their personal because they pay themselves. So I'm like, bitch, I could apply for Medicaid, but I don't want no Medicare fraud, so I ain't even gonna fuck with that shit. But I'm telling all them hoes like, bitch, you should not be on Medicaid. Bitch, you making over 10 grand a month. What the fuck is you doing on Medicaid?
Yeah, that's nuts.
But anyway,
Oh wait, one more.
Oh, go ahead.
In Orlando, super easy. Don't even have to bring paperwork. The Center Orlando. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, okay? I went in there and I peed in like a Dixie cup. It wasn't no like real, but
Lab cup.
it's free as fuck. It's an LGBTQ center, and they ask like literally no fucking questions, like just free testing. Period. Nothing about my nothing. Which I thought was dope because
gonna
that
have-
makes people feel a lot more comfortable.
I'm going to have to look it up. But yeah, there's definitely some more. Maybe we can put some of those in the description of this episode. Anyways, the vanilla shit is talking about condoms that have extra things to them. So spermicides, tingling gel, and other condom add-ons are doing more harm than good. So if you are interested and maybe feeling like you're fully protected, this article on New York Times is saying that spermicide and other add-ons to condoms can have negative effects on the vagina, and it doesn't increase how well a condom can actually prevent pregnancy. A spermicide-free condom with liberal use of an appropriate lubricant is the best choice for vaginal health. I'm going to actually put this link as well because it does say that, and I didn't know, that when using condoms, they suggest that it's used also with lube. So I know, once again, one of the recent episodes we talked about how a lot of women are kind of insecure about having to use lube with sex because we feel like we should just be so wet that the guy knows how much we're dripping and leaking, and if we're not, we think it's something wrong with us. But it is saying that if you are using condoms to prevent irritation, you should be using condoms with lubricant. So that was interesting that I thought.
I never understood the spermicide thing.
Me neither.
So as you were saying that, I feel like I learned that in like 8th grade, the spermicides, that once sperm hits the condom, the shit that's on the condoms, what kills the sperm. That's how you prevent
Right, but ain't
reproduction.
he in the condom?
But
I'm like,
yeah,
But maybe if it come out, the condom.
but even if it comes out the condom, once semen
gonna come
touches
out
the
the
air,
air,
it dies.
I
That's what I'm
what
saying.
they
That's
say.
Can I be
weird.
honest with you? I don't really believe that shit. And
Me
I'm gonna tell
neither.
you why. Because I was reading some stuff where it's like, are they myths or not? Like I was looking up some shit for vanilla shit. And it said that there's a common saying that when sperm touches the air, it dies, which is pretty much the case. But it's been proven when doing, not turkey basting, whatever I'm saying, like, I didn't beat you, with like,
Artificial insemination.
yes. God damn.
Come
I
on,
said
big
a
word.
turkey baster. I couldn't get it. But yes, that it'll touch the air for a little bit and women are still getting pregnant. Either they're opening it up, they can't, or it's exposed. Not to mention when men jerk off in the cup, sometimes it can be open for a little bit. That is not always the fucking case.
Oh, that makes sense. Because
That does make sense.
How
though.
else do guys jerk into a cup?
You would have to.
It's not
would
all
have
the
to-
way
it's
sealed.
gonna
Yeah, you'd
touch-
have to. It would
It's
have
gonna
to.
touch the air at least for
Yeah.
a
Y'all jerked
second.
into a cup of money yet?
Y'all ain't never do it from. Have
Yes,
you
y'all
ever,
ain't
have you
I've
ever
never,
done it?
I've never done that.
Damn,
I know.
y'all got
I know
money in
people that have
here.
done it though. That like I know people that make a living off that shit.
Not a living. They only get like $50 for their sperm,
but
right?
I'm saying like they like when they're low, they're like, yo, I'll just go
we
get
gotta
some quick
interview someone that
cash.
does this. Like, how many kids does one person? What's their limit?
But that's how much we know. Like women are really like worth way more. Like our eggs
shit.
are worth like 30,000. Y'all sperm only worth like $50. Like it's a huge.
I don't know if it's you're talking about surrogate prices for like.
I mean, the egg you still gonna get like $8,000. I saw it when I was broke.
Yeah,
I
because
was looking on
it's-
Craigslist. You getting at least $8,000 for your egg.
it's
bruh.
like harvesting
That's
your
nuts.
fucking organs.
Yeah, bro. Like here you go.
It's
Take
like
them
get
shit.
out.
I mean, but it would make sense. Y'all hold the babies, the womb, and everything that goes into reproduction. It would kind of make sense.
You right.
I
We're
know
just
that
the
one day
missing
I'll have to
component.
give up an egg to one of my husbands, and I'm just really hoping I'm not the friend they asked first, like, because I'm gonna do it. But I just like I think about it all the time. I'm like, I know Vinny about to
gonna
ask
do
me.
it.
I'm a few more years from this nigga taking one of my eggs. I just want to have my own kid first because I don't want to get too attached.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm be like, fuck that kid.
Y'all, I can't wait till y'all start hearing the pregnancy updates from Weezy this year.
Get the fuck
It's
outta
coming, bro.
here.
It's coming, bro. Every time we in the studio, everyone says I'm gonna get pregnant this year. Bitch, you are, and y'all are about to hear her pregnancy
I'm not
updates.
keeping
And
it. I'm not
listen,
keeping
bitch,
it. I don't care.
With them
I'm not
hormones,
fucking keeping it.
yeah, you are, bitch. Yeah, you are.
I am not.
would
Your mama
so.
already said you ain't gonna be a good mama. So
And-
Damn.
Bro, let me tell you how there's a
hold on. We're not about. You're not gonna squeeze past that. The
Why?
fact that
She
your
said
mom
I
be
wanna
like,
be a
"Hey, yo,
good
you
mom."
would be a piece of shit."
She didn't say that. She said I ain't watching it either.
Yeah.
You gonna pay me
I'm not
and Nanny.
watching it.
I know, I
Not the
thought-
baby.
My
The
mom
child.
said,
It.
I'm going to watch the baby for you. She told me that. Now, I know there was a context. So I was like, all right, when I get pregnant, I'm going to move her up to New York so she can watch the baby. She was like, that's not what I meant. I meant I'm going to watch the nanny watch the baby to make sure she don't do nothing to it. She didn't say I'd be a bad mom. I think she said,
You ain't shit.
what was the verbiage my mom used?
You ain't gonna be a mama.
She really thinks I'm never going to have. I think I'll be a great mom.
I don't already
I honestly do think you'd be a great mom just because you have that whole.
emotional thing going on.
Yeah, I do think
Oh,
so.
that oxytocin, they're getting all that from me.
Yeah,
I
think
feel
so.
it's funny because I was just talking to my mom. I was like, "Bitch, what you did to us?" Because so I grew up with two sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to be 30. My other sister's about to be 29, and my other sister's about to be 22 or 23. I be forgetting her age.
Damn.
I do. I know. I just be forgetting. She was born in 97, so whatever the math is for that. And none of us have kids.
Okay.
Mind you, I don't want kids. The sister under me can't really have kids because of epilepsy, but she's also a lesbian, so she don't really want kids. And then the one in the army, she hates niggas just like me. So I'm just like, Mom, you ain't never gonna be a grandma. You better wait till I get a kitten, because I'm finna get a kitten after the tour.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What, bro?
This is the whitest thing Mandy's ever.
What? What? That I'm getting a kitten?
I can't wait for all the
Why
black
not get
girls
a
to be like, I got a
dog?
cat too.
You know bitch, black people have cats.
Bitch.
Cats are sneaky animals.
I love them. Well, it's gonna be like me. I'm gonna make
mean-
sure the cat has my personality.
So it's gonna be a
It's
fucking
gonna be-
kind of a cat. No wonder you're drawn to fucking.
Did you just call me the C word? You know what? Before we get into this week's horrible decision, we're going to get into another sponsor for this week's episode. This week's episode, guys, is brought to you by Dipsy. I'm excited for all of these apps that are bringing in just sexual awareness and focus on
I'm
mental
so
health.
fucking mad that this wasn't my idea. I think I
No,
said
this is
that
a
for the
great-
last
I think
app.
you have.
I literally was reading the ad. I was like, you fucking kidding me? I could have made this shit.
Yeah.
So basically, it's an app to just help you recharge and kind of get away from social media and other shit. It's full of short and sexy stories and guided sessions that are designed to turn you on and help you get in touch with yourself. Stories are relatable, immersive. You might even feel like you're right there. There's something for everybody. Whatever you're into, they add new content every week. There's spontaneous hookup stories with strangers, something about a new toy or getting tied up.
Imagine horrible decisions, but scripted. So when we be telling y'all,
Imagine us not interrupting.
Shut the fuck up. But nah, it's like when Weezy be talking about her little sexapades with the threesomes, and I be talking about perpendicular sex. Imagine that, but in a soothing delivery.
Bro, it's such a good idea. I'm like really mad.
Yeah,
but
I know.
anyway, fuck them for making this money. But so this why we giving y'all the 30-day free trial. All you gotta do is go to Dipsea, that's DIPSEA,
dipsystories.com/horrible. You guys are, again, going to get a 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com. That's DIPSEA stories.com/horrible. That's WHOREIBLE. If you don't know how to spell horrible yet, bitch, get I don't know. Bitch.
A lot of people spell it horror with an A.
Yeah, with that.
They say fucking it up.
Well, the only reason we didn't do that is because we wanted to play off horrible, the actual word.
The
I
actual
know.
word.
That's why I like.
You
That's
know,
why I
it
liked
makes
it.
sense.
That makes sense.
So it's not horrible. Shit, we not able and shit.
And y'all been around for a while. They should know.
Yeah,
how to
y'all
spell
need to
it
know how to
now
spell horrible
at
because
this point.
we about to add this whole to the dictionary at this point. So again, that's dipsystories.com/horrible. If you guys try it, let us know if it relaxes you. We're gonna get back to the show now. We are gonna skip. Y'all know I like my little segment, but we gotta skip some of these hoes so we can get into the horrible decision. Because again, this is. Because we pre-record, I'm excited to bring some of what's just been going on in pop culture and getting you guys takes on what's been happening in other people's relationships and your thoughts. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard the interview, but Lil Baby, listen, y'all heard he got a whole bunch of drama going on with all these girls saying they fucked him or whatever. But anyways, we're not going to talk about the back and forth with the Instagram models. Instead, I want to talk about his take on relationships. Lil Baby says he isn't in love despite currently being in a relationship with the baby mother of his child, Jada. He says that he can fuck with you but not love you. I wanted to ask you guys' thoughts on whether you can be with someone and not love them. What constitutes you actually loving somebody, and when do you know you love somebody? So let's start with the first one. I want to know, what are your thoughts on whether or not you can be with someone and not love them?
You can.
I think that's just partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's partnership. Like same way when you first meet someone, you're only just meeting someone's representative. You don't love them. You're drawn to them or connected to them, but you don't love them. Once you get in the relationship phase, that's when you start to develop the love, and then it manifests into something else.
When do you know that it's beyond like and you actually love them? Because he was like, yo, I really fuck with her. I fuck with her. And, you know, I got love for her, but I'm not in love. He said he hasn't been in love with a woman. When do both of you guys know that you've reached the love phase in a relationship?
I know mine.
What is yours?
I think when I start feeling empowered by that person, not just somebody being like, oh, yeah, you're killing it in your podcast. I mean, strategically thinking of how to help me grow. And when I'm concerned about them, almost like a family member. It gets real family-ish or brother-ish. It's weird. But like
That's not weird, though. That's not weird. That's the start of it. I believe that. I'm big on that. Like, love for me is everything else but sex.
Yeah.
It's everything else but sex. Sex is the caveat. That's the cherry on top. That doesn't define it. Like, it's the same way people have one night stands all the time. That doesn't mean that you're in love with the person. It just means you just fucking.
See, bitch, that's what I was trying to tell you with 24/7. It was just sex. All of those other elements. Fuck you. I don't like your face right now. But all of those other elements, like y'all are saying, that would lead you to love someone or like someone beyond that, bitch, I cut. Like, we never got there.
I feel like you loved him, and this is no shade.
Oh, God.
I'm being so serious for what he did to you.
Make me come? Yes, bitch,
no,
I love
when
that.
you got upset. It was me, you, and Shan Booty at lunch. And when I heard the way that you were so disappointed that he could have thought something like that of you.
But that to me is my ego.
But no, I really think that it became from a place of hurt because you expected more from a person you've known so long.
Yeah, I did expect more from him, but I don't love that.
It felt like
I loved his dick.
To me, it looked like not like you were crying, but like it was like a
now,
heartbreak
you know
for
I
you.
wasn't crying, bro.
No, but to me,
you
gave
added on
the
to this,
reaction
bro.
of a heartbreak.
Oh yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed. I could be pissed without heartbroken.
But here's my question: Why were you pissed?
I think it's more so my ego. So I'm not gonna lie. Even with the so here's the thing, and even for like the women listening, who maybe have been dealing with people for a long time, like there's still people in my phone that I was fucking with in high school.
Mm-hmm.
The lovers that I have currently in my life that's known me through being poor, through moving from Miami to New York and Atlanta, and just the growth that they've seen over the last decade. Although I'm still literally the same person, personality wise, and what I give to people, I've grown.
Mm-hmm.
as a person, I've had a lot of growth over the years. So to me, knowing that I'm getting that respect from people who have seen me grow, from someone who's been in my life for 7 years, literally from the start of me starting college, making it through college, starting my first job. He's known us since the start of this podcast, and seeing where we've taken this podcast, I expected him to have the same respect for me in that sense as my lovers have. And so in that instance, I felt not only a level of disrespect, but my pride was shot, because it's like, my nigga, you know everything that I've been through over the last 7 years. So for you to almost demean me as being something less than what we both know me to be now, I felt like, damn, so you still looking at me as the bitch that you met 7 years ago? Because I'm not that bitch anymore. So that's really to me what it was.
But now hold on. This is my only thing. Just plain devil's advocate. Did you ever set a boundary where you guys had that conversation and said, yo, we've been doing this for X amount of years. I think we're a little bit more than that. And
You sound like my friends. So I pretty much just ghosted him. We haven't fucked since October.
That's your fault then. You need to grow up. That's your fault. Communicate. That's your fault. You can't get mad at him if you never told him how you felt.
But to me, that level of communication,
it's 7 years, Mandy.
I know, but then I think I did just downplay it. Then we just fucking
and your feelings were hurt.
They were hurt.
And your feelings should be hurt though, but not for those reasons. You just failed to communicate. He don't know that. He probably gonna hear this shit and be like, oh shit, word. Like I didn't even know. Like had you communicated, you probably wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, to me, my ego was just like,
which goes back to my point of effective communication. Communication solves everything.
I agree.
The overthinking, the emotional shit, the times where things are just running around in your brain, helter skelter.
Have you been to therapy?
I go to therapy.
Hear him talking?
I go to therapy.
Well, I feel like I didn't talk that way until going to therapy. Like, I always like to think that I like to talk things through, but I didn't understand how to do it effectively and how much it was worth until therapy.
Well, no, I'm big on therapy, but even outside that, I've always been like this. I just don't talk like this with everyone because everyone can't hear real shit.
Right.
That's really what it is. So when platforms like this where you guys get it, it makes sense.
Right.
Everyone can't hear real things like that. Most people couldn't hear, hey, yo, that's your fault, and understand it. Like, I said that to you and you got it because it's just communication.
I get that.
Someone less savvy in a relationship or just in moving abouts, they wouldn't get what I'm saying. They would get
that's because
defensive.
a communicator or someone that can be good at communicating also has to be someone that can take feedback.
Exactly.
Like, you have to know when I'm talking to you, like, you have to take the L.
Exactly.
To me, it's also a big thing with confrontation. I'm not a fan of confrontation.
Me neither.
And to me, it
depends.
I don't, especially to me, someone where we're not necessarily grown. Like, I don't argue with pretty much anybody. Like, me and my friends don't get into any beef or drama. Like, I love my friends. And then as far as my lovers, there's really not anything to argue about unless they don't give me something when I want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so there's not really any real confrontation. And so I guess in the sense of not only dating, but in that situation, I was just like, instead of me even hearing what he has to say back, I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna ghost it. I'm not interested, just because I felt like it would be a back and forth.
But that don't help you, because what happens is now you sitting here feeling away and he over here chilling.
Oh yeah, like, well, I'm chilling now because I'm not interested in him anymore.
Now you are, but
I mean, we 6 months later, and I'm still 5 months later.
I only agree, and I don't know. I've done it 2 ways, right? I've done the ghosting thing, but
sometimes you got to ghost though.
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes you
That was
have
the time
to.
In her defense, he was kind of a toxic nigga. But
That's what I'm about to say. When it's a toxic person,
was a
ghost.
But
toxic
sometimes you
I'm
have
for
to
the
say
ghost.
something, almost like Amelia Ortiz taught me that. She came on, I think her episode was 88. We had like a breakup episode with her. And she talked about cutting cords and how, like, sometimes it ain't even for them. It's like for you.
It's for you.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
have to say what
Yep.
you got it off your chest. He knows what you meant. Not even back and forth. Just cut them.
Whether he
Even if
received
it
or
never
not.
even fixes the situation, even vice versa, like me talking to my significant other or whomever, as long as I know I share what I got, I'm good. I will sit in peace. You could yell, do whatever. At least you know what it was. But the moment you don't, it does way more for you, on you, than what it does for them.
Yeah.
Way more, because it's your hang up.
All right, well, we done with this because I feel like I'm being attacked. No, I'm just so the next conversation I wanted to talk about, if you guys have seen what's been going on, relationships, specifically in the realm of celebrity, are often on and off. So you got Kehlani and YG, who just broke up for the second time recently. Big Sean and Janae Aiko, who are back dating. We know the
cute.
We know the Cardi and Offset
like
have
them
been back
together.
and forth.
Yeah.
Apparently, Lori Harvey just posted a dog that she got 2 years ago from the nigga Future, and he done had 5 babies in the last 2 years. So I don't know what relationship they got. But I wanted to talk about on and off relationships. How many times is too many times to go back to a relationship that is toxic?
I think toxic is subject to, for example,
Okay.
the Cardi and Offset thing, right? I saw someone call their relationship toxic, but I don't think it really is.
I don't think that's toxic.
This is a fucked up thing to say, but I'm just keep it 100. He's a hood nigga. She's a hood bitch. He be fucking groupie hoes. She be getting online and yelling and getting mad about it, and they make it a public thing. But I don't necessarily think that's toxicity. I think that that's just the way they handle it, and I don't think that doesn't mean there's love there. I think they're just not the average couple that knows how to keep their shit to themselves. Like, they're used to their... She's just a boisterous person.
But is cheating not toxic?
That's what I'm saying. That's my
cheating
only
toxic.
The cheating part.
That part is the toxic part.
I don't know the level is. I think cheating is obviously it's disloyal, it's dishonest. I don't know about toxic. I think
if you keep getting cheated on, you're saying that's a toxic situation.
That is.
If you do, but I don't know if she's still getting like. Here's what toxic is to me, right? Cheating if you can't deal with it. If it's not, I don't know what their agreement is. I'm assuming a bitch like Cardi might let him fuck hoes. I don't know.
Not the way she
goes online. I don't know.
She wants a monogamous relationship.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
but I think I think they both battle with that just because of who they are and their stars.
Agreed.
Like that's a lot.
But and they're huge.
And
That's what
to
I'm
me,
saying.
if they do have any arrangement of some sort where he is allowed to fuck things, I think the problem too when it comes to where she's embarrassed because now the bitch is posting. So like if you don't fuck with hoes, don't fuck with no messy hoes.
But when I'm thinking toxic, I guess I'm thinking of, and I guess it's just general use of the word lately. Maybe it's whether it's in the show or in my recent endeavors with people. Like toxic would be a relationship that I wasn't sure was going on. Somebody was leading me on. A lot of gaslighting.
Yeah.
A man that I knew wasn't good for me.
Like Future. He's toxic. Would you agree he's toxic?
I think so, yeah.
Why is Future toxic?
Are you serious?
I'm just asking. I don't want no beef on horrible decisions. Maybe that was a horrible decision to ask that question.
Wait.
I would only think of that because of how he talks about women.
Do you not think that he's toxic?
No.
In what we've seen in the realm of how he behaves, would you consider what he does to be toxic?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to know what y'all thought.
Offset, from what I've seen, be really piping his girl up. So he seems to really be showing the love. He's just but Future seems like a fucking dog. I don't know if Offset seems like a dog to me. He obviously loves his girl. He's trying to be a family man.
Yeah, he loves that girl. You can see him trying to fix it.
Future's different,
I ride for my niggas. I lie to my bitch.
Future leaking diss records to the girls. All types of shit.
It's really bad.
Oh no, we gotta talk about that.
Wait, what did Drake do? So is Drake toxic with his relationship with his baby mama?
Drake is definitely toxic.
Drake is emotional as fuck.
Drake is definitely toxic.
I don't know if he's toxic.
So
I think he's just emotional.
He's toxic, but in a way where it benefits him as an artist. Like it fuels him to make good records based off of his toxicity.
Yes and no. I think he shows his emotions on his sleeve, and we don't get that out of a lot of artists.
Name me one Drake record where he wasn't talking about a girl, where they either left him or he thought they was the one.
Started from the bottom. Now we here.
Oh, he right.
Nigga, yes.
Let me think.
Started from the bottom. Nigga, that's all about money.
Working on the weekend
money.
like usual.
Yeah, but even that.
Sickening niggas.
All of those are not about women, bro.
Yeah, but a lot of
Mob Ties, he did make the little Kim K
that's
reference.
That's what I'm saying. It's in every record.
I see what he's saying. Drake likes to talk about.
It's his marketing thing.
But
it's
he's
a good
guy. Most artists talk about women in their songs.
But that's what I'm saying. There's a difference though. He does it. We just like it. Future does it where it's kind of like gritty, where it's like
so bad.
Yeah,
I think
like
that because Drake is a very relatable person from the sense that he's a rapper who is a huge entertainer and superstar, but doesn't give me rapper energy all the time.
I agree.
When I think about a rapper, I think of Rick Ross, of a Future, of a Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
They have
Drake
a certain
is
allure with
goofy,
them.
and he used to be like he's lived a different life.
He's polished.
Yes,
he is
polished.
Media trained.
Yeah, extremely media trained.
Here's the lyrics that he said. I really thought this was fucked up. And everybody's like, I don't know what y'all expect out of him. So the lyric is, baby mama fluke, but I love her for who she is. Now, fluke by definition is an unlikely chance or occurrence, especially a surprising piece of luck. So basically they're saying...
Which, yes, he did not want her to be his first baby mother. He was embarrassed. I think maybe he expected himself to have a higher quality of a woman for someone to be so public.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I really fucking hate hearing that because what is
too.
a higher quality woman?
I agree.
Lori Harvey because she's cuter.
All right.
Like,
now hold on. We're not gonna do that. Everyone has standards.
bro,
Come on.
she's a fucking artist.
I
She
know,
literally
I
makes
know,
art.
I
She
know.
makes money.
But what I'm saying is, you can't be mad at him for feeling like, hey, I lowered my standards. I should have.
Yes, I can. You fucked her.
Yeah, but
And
you
that's
did.
how I feel about Future
Hold
right
on,
now, not taking
now-
the
hold
Let me
on.
tell you something.
Yeah.
I used to fuck drug dealing niggas, okay? I have nobody to blame but myself if one of them get me pregnant. I know exactly
Agreed.
what I'm doing. I
I
also
agree.
know that when I'm fucking them niggas, I could do better. But
that's
I like them hood
that's my
niggas.
point.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's my point. You know that you could do better. You're indulging because you want to
But
indulge,
however-
not because you have to.
But
Because
don't
you
sit
want
here
to.
and talk about me in a fucking song.
Well, that's different. Yeah, no.
and make me
I'm
feel
not.
like
I'm
shit.
not
But
condoning.
also-
That's
also-
the context.
but-
because we all know that he feels like he could do better.
Well, yeah.
But like, you really just gonna fucking go out and say that shit when you're the one? It's your choice.
I was gonna say, here's my problem, and it's the same thing that Future is currently doing by not paying child support, by even taking the
I think
DNA
that's
test.
Wait, he's not paying
That's
child
corny.
support?
So
That's
Eliza
corny. No.
Rain, one of the baby mamas, he won't even take the
He won't even take the test to even
DNA
do it.
test. But here's the thing: he knows he fucked her, and the thing is, still with Drake, if you fuck a woman raw. Like, even if she's a fluke and she's not to your caliber, at the point that a man fucks a woman raw, you're opening the gates to either catching something from her or getting her pregnant. That's it.
There's only
agree.
one piece of context I'm going to say. And trust me, I do not want to be against a woman on this one.
Right?
But I feel like if I'm this high status of a rapper and I have if I fuck the bitch, like, I don't know how their sex went or whatever. But if I feel like you semi-know, if we don't know if they fucked raw, we don't know if, like,
If she's like the baby yours.
I'm about to say she sounds pretty
and I ain't gonna hold
confident
you. I done
that.
dealt
I
with
don't know the context.
These celebrity niggas don't be asking for condoms. They just think they invincible to all things. So I wouldn't doubt, and I have a
Also,
friend.
why do
I
we
have a friend
expect
that-
so much out of Future? Like, so Lori Harvey. No, I'm serious. She just posted that picture of her. She just bought herself a home, and he posted "Proud of You." And I guess in the same day, Russell Wilson
Yes,
posted
bitch.
his son said
he said,
"Proud of you" in his little league game. And everybody's like, "Wow, you see the difference?" And I just feel like, why does everyone care? He's being a fucking rapper, bro.
Yeah, but honestly,
Russell
just
Wilson
because
is-
that whole shit is messy.
It is messy
Like
as
that.
fuck.
Really think about it. At the end of the day, that kid is going to be the one that's going to be impacted once the kid gets older and can go back
But
and
what
see all
do
that
we
shit.
expect?
But what's also the thing is, I think Future likes to come across like he's not affected by what's going on when he really is.
He shouldn't be
Like,
affected
but
though. He
is.
can't.
And I'll tell you how I know.
Why do you
So-
mean he shouldn't be affected?
He's an artist. He's a rapper. He's an entertainer. You can't go out and wear your heart on your sleeve. Most people can't do that. His brand is not to be emotional and talk
Oh,
about.
you're saying he shouldn't be affected in the okay? I get
Yeah,
it.
in the eyes of the public is what I'm saying. You're never gonna see him. I don't think at no point this entire year will you ever see him turn over a leaf and say, "Yo, I'm sorry." He
Oh,
gonna
he
talk
ain't
about-
never gonna apologize, but niggas
No.
don't apologize.
You know what's sad about that? I was just thinking when you were talking about that. What fucking rapper boasts about being a good, like, hey, I
A
take
good
care of my
dad?
mama kids. Like, that's about the only thing you hear. No rapper ever really talks about being a great parent, and it made me think
Nah,
of.
there's
I know
a few.
I know a few.
There's a few.
Royce the 5'9".
I was gonna say Davies posts his child all
I
the
mean,
time.
within rap, I don't know about like. I'm
Chance
just
the
saying.
Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper is
Yeah.
a big family person. J.
I mean-
Cole. Well, he doesn't really talk
He
about his
doesn't
family.
really talk about his family like that though.
He doesn't.
He'll mention
I'm not
it here
talking
and
about
there.
social media posts.
Oh, you mean like
JB's
just-
right? He posts his daughter, which cute. Offset posts his kids, but I mean lyrically, like who really like
Who
what?
really?
Like it's just not really what rappers fucking do. So it's just like that's why I'm
Okay.
like, what are we gonna expect out of him? You know, and it's weird. Like when I was watching the Kobe funeral, I was like, bro, if this whole thing doesn't make you want to be a good dad,
Yeah.
like I don't know how
Right,
men could
for
watch
sure.
that and not want to be an excelling.
That whole experience made me want to be a better person though.
Same.
Yeah.
Real
Same.
shit. Like I felt like that whole thing, like even now, it still feels surreal. I don't really feel like he's gone.
Like he's gone?
Yeah, I
No.
don't feel like it hasn't hit me yet. But
Yeah.
the impact.
Well,
oh
nigga, I
yeah,
didn't cry enough. So
yeah.
it hit
I
me.
was boo-hooing. Like
Oh
that,
my
I was at
God.
brunch. I was at brunch and got the update, and I'll never forget. I looked at whatever.
How did you guys feel about people saying, I thought what Vanessa did was amazing, but I read some comments that said she seemed emotionless. And I was like, clearly they put her on a Xanax before she got up there because I would have needed one.
You can.
People genuinely were like,
How do I
this
say?
is so
I'll
sad.
just say, I think people grieve differently.
They do.
I honestly don't even think that she is aware of it yet. Like, it hasn't really hit her. Has it hit? I think she was most impacted by Gigi. Like,
Yes.
you can see it.
You
Like,
can
when
see
she was
that.
talking about Kobe, it was obviously you could see the hurt. When she went to Gigi, though,
She's experienced more love from Kobe. I mean, more life from Kobe. She's had years.
20
correct.
years.
But that was like her baby girl. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you could see it. You could see the hurt. I think for her, it's a balancing act, right? Like, she's still trying to balance out how she feels emotionally between all of this, and then on top of it, you know that people are looking for you to fuck this up.
I thought those comments were cold. I saw
It's
I
horrible.
saw one on MSNBC where someone said that, and I was shocked about how stoic she was.
To me, we have now opened up ourselves to see how strong Kobe was, like as a leader, as a basketball player, as a father, as a person. So to me, I think it says a lot about we know the type of partners we choose.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be with no weak ass nigga or no broke ass nigga or anyone that you feel like wouldn't match up to the person that you see yourself as. And seeing that we saw the level that Kobe has exuded throughout his life, it would make sense that he would have a strong partner.
Yeah.
And because we haven't gotten to see Vanessa over the years, this is us first time really getting to see how she was. But I don't think he would have chose a weak partner.
That was
being
like
the type of person that he is.
phenomenal. The whole time I watched it when she first started, because I saw her
Lauren
doing the deep
London
breath.
too.
Lauren was a little more broken up.
Yeah.
But that's why I said, but it was also just her man. And
Yeah.
it wasn't 20 years. And I'm not saying one wei's more than the other.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate to
I
do
get what you're
that.
saying.
But I mean, you lose your kid and your
couldn't
husband in the
imagine.
same fucking
That's
day.
a lot.
Tragically.
That's a lot.
Not that Nipsey wasn't tragic.
And the fact that
I'm not giving
you
context.
find out about it on social media.
through social
That's
media.
that was the part for me where it's just like,
Oh, I know they gave her something to keep her straight. Because honestly,
They had to.
How could
They
you
had
have
to.
fucking sat
I don't
through-
even know how she's functioning now.
Me neither.
Like, even if I couldn't watch that Kobe shit. Like, for you, I was crying too much. I was like, I'll watch bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I saw just the one part where she spoke about Kobe and went to Gigi, and you could just see it. Like, once it went to Gigi, she was trying to hold it together. Like,
That's
you could
a lot.
see it, and I was like, let me turn it. Nope, nope.
It's so crazy now just because seeing everything in the media now, like with people losing children
Yeah,
and
man,
parents, it's like that's a grief that, thank God, knock on wood, I haven't. But when I see it, I literally always say, I don't know how people continue after losing people so close to them like that. Like that's really crazy. Before we get out of here, though, I did want to read through Home Mail real quick. And this one was interesting.
I'm sorry, you said home mail?
Home Mail, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what they are.
It's a little bit of home mail. And
Even the virgins.
This one is real holy,
How
though.
can virgins have home mail?
What?
Oh, they be.
We met virgins at
we
the.
gonna have
They
some.
weren't virgins at our Houston show. I wish I knew their name. These girls came up to us and said, "Oh, they were Latina chicks. We had a podcast when we were in college. We were virgins speaking about sex, but we were hoes. We'd be sucking dick and fingering.
But
and
they
blah.
weren't having penetrative sex.
I was a hoe before I was fucking.
I knew I was
Okay.
gonna be a
I think
hoe.
I get what
so
you're
I
saying.
didn't want
all these niggas.
I get what you
Yeah, but and then I actually met one at the Friend Zone live show. And I'm hoping she can come on. She's a
What, a
26
whole-ass virgin?
She's a 26-year-old virgin.
Word?
So like
We could do
that's,
older.
That's pretty interesting.
I'm getting
So the
old,
home mail
man.
for this week, again, if you guys have any home mails, please send them to horribledecisions@gmail.com. This one's a quick one, and I actually had to do some research for it. I'm also curious to know if you guys know the answer to it. So, hey guys, just a quick question. Can a couple create chlamydia, or is it something that is contracted by having sex with multiple people? I've been with my boyfriend now for 4 years. I have not cheated on him, but I recently got tested, and the doc said it's chlamydia. Help me, please.
This girl wrote, I guess she wrote Mandy separately too, at
Yeah.
like 2 a.m. a few weeks ago. I was in the club. Wrote her ass back. No.
That's what I'm sitting up here like, is that a real
She
question?
said it is a real question.
I was embarrassed reading it, and then
Yeah.
she wrote me back.
You
So
just
what
said
did
no
she-
to her?
what did she think
did.
of
She
this
wrote her
shit?
separate emails. I sent it to the horrible email because I wanted to talk about it.
Let me see.
No, what's her name? No.
No?
That
Couples can't create
he
chlamydia?
cheated. It's not living dormant. It didn't just wake up and it happened. He gave it to you. Like, that don't even make
Oh, no,
sense.
What really
I just
killed me
forwarded.
about it was I looked at the time and I was thinking to myself, like, if you wrote a fucking podcast this late at night, this nigga really had your mind working.
Yeah, that's
He was
crazy.
like, baby,
I screenshotted
your
it.
pH been off. I've been, whatever.
See, I don't know
acidity."
what she wrote me at 6:44 p.m. on another day. So yeah, she wrote me, and I just forwarded.
She
it
was
to
like,
the
fuck
show.
it, Weezy ain't talking about shit.
Yeah, so yeah, she wrote me the next day maybe. So I ended up looking into this because I was like, I don't really know how STDs form. Maybe people can create it together. I don't know. But STDs and infidelity. So, guys, if you're in a long-term relationship and come across a positive result for STD, I did find that there are 3 ways that a couple can actually
This
get an
bullshit
STD.
too.
No, it's from verywellhealth.com.
It very well is
So
bullshit.
if you become infected, it may not mean your partner cheated. Here are the 3 things. So your partner may have pre-existing infections. You guys have been together for 4 years, so this may not be the case for you.
This is bullshit for her.
But it does talk about the incubation period. So your partner may not have seen any sort of symptoms from the STD, and then you guys got together and then got tested moving forward. There's also the possibility of treatment failure. So an STD that occurs in a monogamous partner may actually be the reoccurrence of a previous infection that was treated but unsuccessfully. Some STDs are thought to have been resolved after treatment may defy the
That's the same
odds.
answer. It's just pre-existing.
That's what I was about to say. That's pre-existing. That's the same thing.
They really trying to figure this out.
They are. And
go
ahead.
ahead.
I got it figured. I give it. He cheated.
Oh, she wrote back and she says, "Thank you so much for the quick response, Weezy." And so it's only oral or intercourse. So like he must have said, "Bitch, we shook hands. We got corona from chlamydia. It was airborne." I swear to God, for her to ask that.
Wait. She asked.
I can't believe that was a real question.
It was a real question.
The
And she
way-
wrote both of us on our separate things, because I didn't even
And
know.
how
you
old
was-
is
And
this
it's
girl?
only transmitted through sex and oral sex. That's what and I couldn't write her back at that point. I was like, bruh.
Oh wait, she was making sure he didn't catch it in the air.
I don't know what he said.
I want to know what he said. I almost want to bring him on my show. I need to know how he got out of this one. Because
How did this
that
nigga
is the
convince
wildest
you?
thing.
Because you know what's the sad part?
The fact that she doctored up an email to write to
I don't
you
think
guys.
this girl
To both
is
of
that dense to where she
They've been
couldn't
together for
Google
4
it.
years,
I think
bro.
he really fucked with her head. And
sure.
when you live in it, let me tell you, niggas can tell you anything.
Weezy,
I've been
has
so in love
anyone
with a
ever
nigga. He was like, yo, the
convinced you-
sky green. And I'm like, shit, the reflective rainbow, maybe. I don't know. Shit. Niggas, when someone is fucking the shit out of you, I believe it.
I hear you, but if someone can convince you that STD just magically appeared in the morning with your cereal, something is wrong.
Can we create
Something
it?
cereal.
No, I said with the cereal.
What I tell you about
Something
eating
is
processed
wrong.
foods, my nigga?
Something
You
is
gave
wrong.
us the shit.
Something is wrong. I'm telling you. That's crazy.
He must have wiped his ass and been like, it came from the toilet paper.
Yeah, there's no
babe.
way. There's no way. I'm so surprised.
Whoever
though.
made this roll of toilet paper, you know what? Let me call Charmin Corporate right the fuck now.
Tell her I want to
'Cause
talk to her.
It was the toilet paper, babe. It wasn't me.
I want to give her some advice.
Yo,
I
you know
wanna
them
give her some
toilets you be
advice.
sitting on? I'm telling you, stop going to the club with your fucking hoe ass friends. You probably got it from one of them bitches. That's the type of nigga he is.
That's probably
And
that's
yo,
exactly what he said.
You know what type of nigga he is? Wow. So you think, wow. When I'm going to cheat on you? Wow. Okay. Right them little hoes. I bet you they don't know.
Anytime somebody start with wow, they did it. They did it.
So
They did it.
this is confirmed.
They did
Guys, he let it know. If they
Wow.
say wow
Yeah.
or huh?
No, hun could
no,
mean.
huh? You heard me. It's English.
That's
I
not
spoke
true.
English
I
to
got
you.
studio ears. I don't hear shit
Here we go.
sometimes.
This bullshit.
Is
No,
it
I'm going
true?
to tell you what my nigga doing. He lying. So there was this girl that walked by. We were at last lap. And normally he tells me, but I could tell he was just like, ugh, because this girl was not moving away. And I'm like, did you fuck this bitch? And he's like, why you acting like this? Why
I hate
you?
niggas. I
Yo,
hate 'em.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Did you fuck the bitch?
Now the funny shit is, he would have been like, "Yeah, I did it." She would have been mad because he gave her the answers. Well, did you like it? What do you mean? He's like, "Why?"
See, then you would have wanted more answers.
You wanted more
you wouldn't have been
answers.
happy with
Rather-
Thank you guys
rather than
so
getting
much
the
for
direct-
listening to Horrible Decisions today. If you guys would like to go take your route over to the grass with this nigga that think he know everything.
Brandon, before we do leave, let our listeners know where they can follow you, where they can find you, and where they can listen to your podcast.
Grassroots Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Killer BH on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere.
What are
And
your
that's,
favorite episodes to tell people to listen to first? Because when I start a new podcast, I get too overwhelmed.
I would say the Sci-Hi episode, only just because he talked a lot about himself, where you never really got to hear anything.
You don't. He doesn't do a lot of interviews.
He doesn't do a lot of interviews. He rarely talks about just his struggles. That's a good place to start.
Is he still signed with Mello?
Do you remember your number interview?
I think so, but
Okay.
again, last time I spoke to him, he was supposed to put out music and
it ain't come
it didn't come out. So I don't really know. There's honestly a few. I'm with y'all. Like y'all at 157. I'm dropping 158 tomorrow. I think.
Okay.
All right.
So I mean, there's just a lot of content there.
I tell
Like,
people to listen to, and a lot of people wrote us to and be like, what should we tell our friends? Number 4 is my favorite of all time. I like the ones with our moms. I think Rory was a fun one. It's not my personal favorite, but like it was a really popular one. I like I hate to say it, I like our therapy episode.
Ooh, Redman and Method Man. That's what I was thinking about.
That was the first time I heard your show.
Yeah.
So
Redman and
I've
Method
been trying
Man.
to get him on the show.
Man.
I've been trying to get him on the show. Redman has a foot fetish and directs like videos just for feet and heels.
Crazy.
Redman is crazy. I've been trying to get him on the show, but I think he might be scared.
He has a whole marketing campaign. Like he's serious.
He loves feet.
He's serious.
No, he's serious.
Campaign, nigga. You know
if you listen to the episode, he goes into it. Like he's dead serious. There's a video for it and everything. He already released it.
Y'all see Mandy video? She got background noise. Like got a whole music.
Don't do that.
In the
you
music goes.
No, I actually
slow with
bitch, I ain't even gonna hold you. So I haven't updated my OnlyFans feed page. So I'm out with Cuddy getting drinks the other day. And so we talking about how everyone got their shit leaked on OnlyFans. And I'm like, yeah, shit, I got my foot page, but I ain't updated since November. I gotta go on there. So I went on there. It says my pages could be deactivated if I don't update within the next 7 days.
Oh, because they're paying.
So she's like, let me see how much you fucking... Bitch, I got over $300 sitting in there. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and post my feet this week. So I'll be updating. If y'all are my OnlyFans subscribers, I will be updating this week. But no, thank you, Brandon, for finally coming on.
Thank you.
Telling me about my hoe ass self.
Are your nails buffed or do you have clear polish?
Buffed.
Okay.
They are. He has very good fingering nails, by the way. Like, I would be fingered with those.
Oh, the ladies want to know. And me, do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
What she look like?
You're in a relationship.
I know we said no. It don't matter. It's open.
Listen, if I didn't flirt with you, it would be a sign of disrespect. But I'm serious. For a long time on this show, like it almost started as where people would be like, "Oh, Weezy's so thirsty." Da-da-da. I just have to keep it up at this point. If I don't flirt with someone, it's like, yo,
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. At this point, too, then they think we've fallen off. So we gotta keep it. Keep it going. You know what I mean?
If she ain't trying to suck your dick when you leave, then what are we?
No, but
podcasters or
Brandon, thank you for joining us again. You guys go check out the Grassroots podcast. Again, I want to shout out to all of our patrons. I'm excited to see you guys in the upcoming cities at the upcoming tours. But also, guys, if you have reached and listened to all 157 fucking episodes, there are another 60 waiting over for you on Patreon. So go to patreon.com/horrible decisions.
Y'all, they're so much fun. I'd be fucking up Mandy outline and it'd be nice.
I hate it. I'd be like, well, I guess we ain't got no goddamn outline. A bitch be mad as fuck. Y'all hear it. It's yes. I get perturbed. But go ahead and again, in order to find us, because we do talk about a lot of sex, it is an 18+ platform. So you guys have to type in patreon.com/horrible decisions. Also, again, just thank y'all. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all on tour. So get tickets now at horribledecisions.com. And yeah, you guys are about to hear a 5-minute bonus clip from one of our most recent bonus episodes. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
You know who's really putting out there is Elizabeth Hurley on her Instagram. Have you seen her Instagram?
No.
Oh,
now,
my.
If you guys don't know who this Caucasian woman is,
She's-
Elizabeth Hurley.
She's like a British.
Was in an Austin Powers movie.
Yeah. She's putting it out. She's 50 and she's not hiding it all.
54. Fuck.
She's not hiding it at all. Look at her Instagram.
She's not hiding it at all.
No, she's like, it's out. The girls are out.
Oh, you mean like her?
Her whole body. She's out there.
This is very Instagram slut.
I'm telling. Scroll. She just got videos. She's got like videos of her just like dancing on.
Is she spread open on this?
I'm telling you, she's not.
Someone's gonna fuck her. Freddie Gibbs will fuck her. Freddie Gibbs was like, these white bitches in my neighborhood.
He's a good man.
So fun.
But like her Instagram's like she's not hiding it at all.
She
Which I'm like I think it's kind of cool, you know, just like I don't give a fuck.
Who's the oldest celeb you would fuck? Mine's
Like,
Angela Bassett.
Oh yeah, Jackie Brown. Is she Jackie Brown? No.
I don't know. Let me look it up.
How don't you know the Amy Poehler movies? You don't know Jackie Brown?
Stop! They're about to. Yo,
Holy fuck.
Eddie, let me tell you. One of my friends was like, "Bitch." I was like, "Oh, it's Black History Month, girl. Something, something, something." Like, I can't remember what happened, and she was like, "Oh no, you can celebrate on the 14th." I was like, "Excuse me."
Well, because you're half. Makes sense.
Which was
What if it's a leap year? Can I get more?
Let me get a little bit. Dude, that shit was so fucking funny. Although I really like to hang on to my father's Israeliness as my
Right.
non-claim to being half white.
What's so your dad's from Israeli, your mom's from like New York, right?
Mhm.
That's cool.
If we dive deeper, there's like roots to like Bermuda and Jamaica for my mother, which I'm honestly, Barbados and Jamaica. I'm honestly wondering if that's why I went through my whole reggae drug dealing guy phase. Like I used to love going to the dance hall clubs. And then I was like, oh my
Shake
God.
that thing, Annabella, shake that thing. You're like, this speaks to me.
I was more like deep in it, like Vibes Cartel. Okay, I was like Sean Paul. Ugh.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Growing up in Toronto, where I'm from, there's no African Americans. There's Caribbean Canadians because everyone who's black, their mom and dad are usually it's Barbados, Jamaica, a lot of Trinidad, Guyana, some Haiti.
How the fuck did that happen?
It happened because Canada was under the British Commonwealth, so it's easier to go there because Jamaica's under the British Commonwealth.
I understand.
So you get it's a lot easier to go there. Plus, the immigration was easier. The doors were open a little more, so people were like.
That's why Drake be like.
Yeah, what Guan? Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
but he's not Jamaican at all. His dad's American. His dad's from Memphis, and his mom's like
right.
Girl.
Like I mean, I don't think Drake was. So in my opinion, I know it bothers a lot of people, but I think it's funny.
But all his friends are straight up like parents are Jamaican, and I grew up like that. I grew up in a very black neighborhood in Canada, like all Jamaican, all like.
And you still sound like this. Good
I
for
know.
you.
I sound like I'm reporting the news in the area. But like it was like beef patties, oxtail, the best food.
Do you still eat food like that?
I love that food.
Oh, because I was like, you live in LA. So.
I love it. They don't have it here. But when I was in New York, I was with my girlfriend, and I was like, I walked by a place and had beef patties. And she's like, I'm like, I have to get it. She's like, why? I'm like,
it's my culture. God damn it!
It's my friend's culture. But I was like, she's like, what is it? When you explain a beef patty to someone who's white or like anyone who's never had one, they're like, why is it so good? I go, she said, what is it? It's a flaky yellow pastry and like what's in the middle? Meat paste. It's
wait, what did she have it?
No. She's like, she took one bite. She's like, it's okay.
Really?
I was like, this is insane.
Dude, my dad loves beef patties.
I know they're so good. Like, I grew up on that and a soda.
I think Florida,
that's
we
it.
had a lot of island people, so I just every time I think about Drake in Canada, all I think about is him saying dog.
Yeah.
Why?
I know.
But also, like, I be putting on accents.
Ting, that's a big Jamaican one.
Oh, yeah. That's a big Jamaican one.
Look at that ting.
I feel like people that are listening to this are fucking rolling.
Like,
right now.
what? But ting means girl. Look at that nice ting. You know, it's like she's like a.
No, it doesn't mean a girl.
Yes, it does. That's
they're just calling her that.
No, that's what I grew up with in Toronto. Look at that ting.
But you have a bunch of tings.
I don't know. No one knows really.
Okay, I picked a very LA vanilla shit, and vanilla shit is our sex in the news segment, which is basically Eddie's podcast, but just about sex.
Okay, cool.
So it's not always sex. It could be sexual health. It could be whatever. Something about pussy. So these vegan bloggers say it's fine to stop having your period. Gynecologists disagree. So it's been recorded that like people that are vegan have way shorter periods. But
do they really?
Yeah. But the thing is, I actually tried 1 month to stop eating meat. Mine wasn't shorter, but I had no cramps.
No cramps. That's a game changer.
And very, very little bloating, like barely any. So it says they're giving up animal products, the raw vegan bloggers, and they are shortly after aren't experiencing periods. That menstruation is a sign of a highly toxic diet, which is bullshit.
What?
Yeah. No. If there's nothing to clean, there's no reason to menstruate. And since raw food diet is clean, your period naturally becomes lighter and or disappears altogether. Another vegan blogger says she was thrilled when her period hit the road for nearly 9 months. I still believe that largely menstruation is toxicity leaving the body. So a lot of people are having these heavy and painful periods because of their toxic diet in their bodies.
Now look, all right, I'm a guy, I'm a dumb guy. When you have your period, it's basically your eggs just shedding from the menstrual lining, your lining, right?
Yeah, you're shedding your lining,
right. And then you get some, you possibly get some spotting, and then you just fucking out comes out the egg goop out of your old
possibly get
your punani, right?
Is your
right, Drake?
On her birth control, is that why you said you possibly get spotted?
Drake says punani.